Why did you get into journalism?
Curiosity. Why'd you get into it?
You.
There's a bit of a controversy out there about a movie called Truth. This is based on the true story of the 60 Minutes investigation into George W. Bush's National Guard service and whether he got special favors, even went AWOL at one point. Dan Rather was the lead anchor on the story. Mary Mapes was the producer who did all of the legwork and headed the investigation into George W. Bush's National Guard service. Now, some people are saying that this movie is a retelling, a revision of history, making the journalists the heroes, even though they were wrong and they famously had to retract the story, and Dan Rather ended up retiring and Mary Mapes was fired. Well, having seen the movie, I gotta say, it's an even-handed portrayal of what happens, and there are a few moments where you're like, okay, we're trying to turn these people into heroes, but overall, it makes it very clear that they screwed up royally. Cate Blanchett plays Mary Mapes. It's a very good performance, but it's not a flattering performance. She's constantly drinking wine, taking Xanax, on the defensive, even when she's presented with evidence that maybe she shouldn't go with the story. So I don't think they're turning her into any kind of lioness of journalism. Now, the Dan Rather casting is really remarkable. Robert Redford is Dan Rather, and you think, what? He's actually very good, except for the fact that I guess he didn't want to dye his hair. So in this version of Truth, Dan Rather's a blonde, but it's actually a very good performance. I think this is an important movie because it shows how hard journalists work and how much they can screw up, and when they do, the terrible, terrible consequences. But I do not think it glorifies that team.